Hey, peace family, Art Moss the third here with another episode of The Third Degree, and I really appreciate you guys for tuning into this one because I'm home. It's the middle of the day. I didn't head into the office today. I was feeling low, got some business woes going on, and I had a discovery conversation with Caitlin, who's behind the camera per usual, and I asked her, hey, in the last year of seeing me conduct business, put yourself from the outside looking in, what feedback would you give me? And we had a back and forth dialogue, and naturally I like writing everything down, so I wrote down all the key points from our discussion, and I felt like if I shared them with you, it would hold some value. So here they are. First things first, I noticed that when I'm conducting business, very rarely do I establish non-negotiables. And when I do, I'm not repetitive and redundant in how I establish my non-negotiables, meaning I might tell you one time something that I will not do or refuse to do and still allow you to kind of snake your way into either me doing it or even flirting the line with something that I may or may not do based on my non-negotiables, right? So I had to learn, or I need to learn still, right? Because we're being transparently, I'm learning as we go, and the reason why I'm doing this so that you can learn with me is that people don't think like you, or in this case, people don't think like me. So you cannot assume that people are thinking the way that you are. So you may be thinking with positive intent when other people can be thinking with negative intent. You may be thinking for one result or solution, and someone else may be thinking in a whole different direction. Someone else may be thinking self-centered. You may be thinking from a selfless perspective, right? So you can't assume they're thinking like you or anyone. Even people on your team, you cannot assume that people are thinking like you in any facet of the business. So the next part was trusting my instincts and my decisions. Obviously, as a boss, as a businessman, you know, you're always making decisions. And I've done pretty damn well in making decisions. I've gotten to where I am today. But sometimes, very rarely, but sometimes I go against my initial decision or go against that gut feeling, that instinct, and it almost always bites me in the butt. There's very few times that I've gone against my decision or my instinct and it still yielded positive results. But even then, somewhere along that journey, when Caitlin and I were going through our discovery, I did go with my decision, and that's why I kind of circled back around and ended up working in my favor. Even when I go against, you know, my initial decisions or instincts, I can still right the ship by always following my instincts. So make sure you're always following your instincts and your decisions, like you know right from the beginning if it's going to work out for you and your non-negotiables and your goals and how and what you want to see done, right? So trust that gut instinct in those decisions. And lastly, I put triple check everything. This was very number oriented. When I wrote this, I was talking about my numbers and projections and benchmarks and KPIs, which are key performance indicators. That is what I was referring to when I put triple check everything. But I want to apply that to everything, in that when you're thinking of a schedule, an agenda, when you're thinking of a business model or plan, and obviously when you're thinking of the numbers that I mentioned earlier, you want to walk through everything 3-4 times in your head to make sure that this first decision, right, is the right decision. Not second guessing, but triple checking, right? Not second guessing, but triple checking. Always triple check your decisions. Always make your decisions based on nothing more than your non-negotiables. Right, so when it comes to making that decision, you want to be 100% clear that this does not go against my non-negotiables. I can vet this decision here and it check this, and this, and this, but if it does not check, right, my non-negotiable, then the whole thing got to get thrown out, because that's the whole purpose of a non-negotiable, is that these, right, checks can't negotiate with this X. If it's an X, where your non-negotiable stands, then it's probably not the right decision to be made. So one more time to go through for you guys who are all trying to become bosses, entrepreneurs, business owners. Establish your non-negotiables over and over again, and remember that people don't think like you. Trust your instincts and your decisions no matter what. I'm gonna emphasize that too. No matter, Nick's in a whiteboard, goodness. No matter what. And then lastly, triple check everything. Triple check everything that you do. It cannot hurt to triple check. Don't be like me this one time where I'm going through my woes, and now in hindsight or looking back, I do math and I said, oh wait, if I would have done the math this way or triple checked everything, I would have seen my projections telling me that this day was coming, right? So this is my advice for the day based on my discovery of myself. This isn't me being a know-it-all. This is me being the exact opposite of a know-it-all and learning from my mistakes. I'm gonna add that too. Learn from your mistakes. I'm gonna put an exclamation point on that one. Learn from your mistakes. That's number 4, being a boss and being a business owner and just being an all-around businessman or woman. Learn from your mistakes, triple check everything, trust your instincts and decision, and establish your non-negotiables. Stick to them no matter what. Again, I'm Art Morrison. That's the 3rd degree for today. I appreciate you guys tuning into all these episodes. I'm having a lot of fun and getting much better teaching them. I don't like the word teaching. Expressing them is the word that I'll use. But anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to subscribe or like wherever it is on the screen, below or above. And follow me on all social media platforms at Art Morrison III. That's Art Morrison III. See you guys next time. Peace.